Spring is here, the birds are back. Now it's time to get the canoe out and take it down to a local river, go for a ride, and inaugurate spring. We're going to take this 16-foot canoe here. We're going to put it on the top of the roof with these foam blocks. I'm going to put these back here, there, and we'll try here. We'll see how it goes. To lift up the canoe, get it by the center here, like so. Push it up on the knees here, pull it by the center, and roll it over the top, like so. Let's see how it fits on the back. Got the ropes here. Put it around this handle here. Slip it through here. There, down, around. And then to secure it, use a special knot. It's called a trucker's hitch. I guess the truckers use it on their trucks. And so we kind of twist it around here. Slips down. And so, with that little loop, you can kind of winch it down. Tighten it as much as you want. Lugging a canoe around everywhere can be a big pain in the butt. Luckily, there are companies that'll shuttle you back and forth, and all you have to do is enjoy. What do you offer now?
What we do is we provide trips up the Grand River. We shuttle people upriver as far north as Elora Gorge, and then they paddle back down and end up right back down here at our location here in Kitchener. And so what that does for them is save them the trouble of hauling their canoe if they have one. We get a lot of folks who have their own and use our shuttle service for that purpose. Or people who don't have a canoe, we have accommodation for 250 people in about 125 boats. And so we have canoes, kayaks, even tubes in the summer months. They're lots of fun to go down the river on. And we do that from roughly April, mid-April until November, as long as the weather holds out. And we do about 12,000 person trips a year. So we're pretty busy in the summertime. Yeah, we have about 10 locations we can drop them off anywhere from here in Kitchener all the way up to Elora Gorge. And that starts at Elora Gorge and it comes down to Westmont Rose where the covered bridge is. And then from there they come down to the village of Conestoga and then Waterloo and then a couple spots in Kitchener. And then as far down south as Cambridge. We go from Elora Gorge to Cambridge is kind of the section that we service. And then we hand off to the other folks down in Paris if people want to go further south than that.
How much will it cost?
The shortest trip is $60, and that's about 7 kilometers. Takes most people about an hour and a half to paddle it, but they can take as long as they like. They can go all day if they want to bring a picnic and stop somewhere and just enjoy the day. So it's $60 for the shortest trip in terms of its duration, its kilometrage. And then it goes up to there, all the way up to Elora Gorge is about $130, because it's about a good 50-minute drive to take folks up to the top of the river. Right, the folks can take the canoe and, like I say, take their time coming back down, stop for lunch, listen to the birds, whatever they like to do. And it makes a very enjoyable day, and it's quite economical, really, for an entire family. We only charge $10 extra for the kids for the shuttle ride. And so for, you know, an average trip of, say, $80, it's a family day out in nature, and it's a beautiful river, especially when it's in bloom and all green, and all the foliage is out and the animals are out. It's always lots of wildlife they'll see as well. Small wildlife, deer, fox, raccoons, turtles, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's a great outing for the family for the money.
If you've been bit by the canoeing bug, buying a canoe is a must.
So the first thing that you'd be looking for in a canoe is the length of the canoe. So you can start off with one that's 10 feet long, all the way up to 15. And then what you will also be looking at is the material that the canoe is made out of. And so depending on what type of canoeing you're doing, if you're doing some portaging, camping, you'll definitely want it to be lightweight. To paddle, basically all you need is to have a canoe paddle, a PFD, and a boat safety kit. We also carry lots of other added accessories such as these gloves here for those colder days.
A good canoe is going to cost about $2,000, but you might get lucky finding a used one for half the price. There's something about taking the canoe out for the first time in the spring. Especially on the local river when the water is high. Pushing off from shore, the leash that once held so tight to earthly bonds suddenly let loose and you're away. It's like the beginning of a new life. For Spoke Online, I'm Paul BOREHAM.